Hello and welcome back to Art Therapy with Jen. Today I'm working in my Dark Dystopian themed magazine collage art journal. And this week we're on chapter 20. Oh my goodness. Now if this is your first time tuning in to this series on my channel, what I do is each week I do a different page in the journal, which is a new chapter exploring the stories and themes in this dark dystopian world. I have a lot of fun doing magazine collage. I add in some other materials like markers and paints and just whatever takes my fancy. And we have a little bit of an imagination exercise to try to see what this is revealing about this little world. And as usual, I'm starting with the background. I've gone through my stash. I've pulled out a bunch of images that I thought might need to go on the page and might fit together. I lay them all around my desk there. I blast some music or a good show, and I just pick stuff and glue. No rhyme or reason to it. I'm just kind of looking for, I don't know, colors that I think need to be on there, textures. I don't really care 99% of the time what the image is actually of. So I turn it every which way and we just see what kind of builds up as we go along. Just kind of a real intuitive type process to it. But some things I do ripped edges, some things I do straight edges. It's all good. And like there, I like to use just little bits that I've ripped off of other little bits. It can all be used. Now this little image I'm putting down there, it's actually, I guess like skyscrapers, like a bit of a city, and it is fussy cut on one side because I thought it layering on top of that red was pretty neat. And yeah, I just go around and build it up. This particular background, we're going to keep it super simple, so that's going to be the last image I put down for this step. And let's take a look at the background that we're working with. Lots of yellows and oranges, golds. What do y'all think? Now for the next step, I've gone through and I've picked out some characters for this particular chapter. And I find them very interesting. So we have three. The first one here is this lady who's in this, black head to toe, this black hat. To me, definitely representative of something. Is it like Fashion Week Grim Reaper? I don't know, but gosh, is she haunting. Makes a very powerful statement. And then we have this girl here, which to me, now there are no right or wrong answers in this. I think she's the same girl that we've seen throughout lots of other chapters. You know, this blonde girl that we're kind of following her story, and there's been all these crazy things revealed about her. I will link the playlist down below if you want to see all the chapters in the book. You don't have to. They're pages all on their own like this video, but kind of see how the story weaves together. And then on the right, I thought this image was very powerful. I fussy cut it out of a beauty magazine where she's just got her hands up there and almost as if she's got a mask on her eyes, or is she seeing clearly? I don't know yet. I don't know. What do y'all think? I really like that to the left. That left page is very powerful for me. So let's go through and add some words and see if we can maybe get some more information. So starting on the left side, toward the upper part, I'm going to put state of mind. And then we have achievement, going right across kind of the shoulders and chest of the lady in black in the back. And then we're going to pick, and this is actually in quotes. It says, people are looking to latch on to something positive. For some reason, this doesn't give me positive vibes. Maybe just taking advantage of people searching for positivity, right? And then we have another one in quotes and actually bold text. It says, I had some weird thoughts. Are people going to kill me tonight? Is someone going to shoot me? And then to finish out the left page, we're going to have the start in really big, bold letters. Learning more about our antagonist there. Or maybe she's the protagonist. I don't know. Like I said, there's no right or wrong answers. To me, she's not someone that I would want to associate with, I don't think. Though she's very smart and very calculating, as we're finding out. And then on the right page, toward the upper left corner of the right page, I'm going to start with the most important detail. And then next to that, in the upper right hand corner, it's going to say how we live now. Interesting. And then next on the page, kind of right under the girl on this page, I'm going to put two things together. I'm going to put the vicious and dream. So we're going to have the vicious dream. Because sometimes you just have to take separate words and cut them up and glue them back together to just make something new, right? And here I accidentally glued dream a little too far over, but this glue dries slow, so I could just scooch it on over. There we go. Don't you love it when that happens? Sometimes you're just stuck with it, but every once in a while I can scooch it. I don't like stuff that dries too fast. I'm not that precise. And then on the bottom left-hand corner of the right page, we're going to have fear factor. And then to finish it out on the bottom right-hand corner, this is in quotes as well, says when a victim speaks out, they get sent to a facility and drugged so they shut up, or so that they shut up. Interesting. What do y'all think? Here's what it looks like with the words on there. And then I'm just going to pull out a Sharpie, and we're going to make some Sharpie details. I'm going to be coloring in that area of the spine. Then I'm going to be going around and making kind of a thicker border on the outside because I want to give it kind of a more like dark and brooding type of feel to it. And then I'm going to be going around in some of the words I'm going to be doing Sharpie as well, just to add more dark. And I'm just going to be using the Sharpie today because I didn't want to add any like lighter colors. So while I'm doing that, let's talk about, what do y'all think about this page? So to me, we talked about in the last one, who's really pulling the strings and who they want people to think are pulling the strings. So on the left, I think this is our girl and kind of how she presents herself to the masses, if you will. And then behind her, this is kind of how she really is. Let's see on the finished page here. I don't know if it's literal or just kind of this is that representation of wanting, the money and the power and doing anything you can by any means to achieve that. And then on the right, we just have this kind of almost fear and hysteria that's built, and we have the fear factor and nobody can speak out, and it's kind of it's just how it is now. That's how you live now. And we learned in the last page, who like I said, the person who really pulls the strings. And we get these quotes like people are looking to latch onto something positive. And, I think decent people, they would want to give people something positive. And I think perhaps she used that to her advantage, monetarily and perhaps power-wise. Because I'm kind of getting the vibe where she either invented or there was an actual kind of boogeyman, if you will, that everybody puts all the bad stuff on it. It's their fault, and they very well may have been the one to send things crashing, but she saw how much power and wealth and etc. and so forth that came from that, and she jumped in as someone seemingly to lift people out of this, but instead she's going to take it steps further in the wrong direction just to further her own gains. And we see that in that quote, are people going to kill me tonight? Is someone going to shoot me? I think that she's thinking, am I really getting away with this? Are people really latching on to this? Like, are they, that easy, in her mind? Are they that easy to get moving in a certain direction? And we see the state of mind and achievement. And then to the right, I think it just shows with that girl again. And it's almost like, I don't know, just this, maybe she represents fear. I don't know. Maybe she represents having to act in a certain way just for like your safety. I don't know. But it's kind of her vicious dream. She sees people behaving how she would like, and in a way they're behaving for her profit, for her benefit, or else, basically. And to the public in general, she's this person that's coming in and bringing all this positivity and goodness out of this dark time that they were in, perhaps with maybe the previous leader or what have you, or whoever. And in reality, she's putting forth that she's doing all these things for people, or that she's putting forth that she's doing all these things for people, but in reality, she's an even bigger, what would you say, an even bigger bad guy than the one before, exponentially. And she's gone very smart about it, because especially, I think about this nowadays, especially now, people are so easy to send in a certain, direction. We have all this access to, people have our data. We have, and things curate to put people into echo chambers, and people can curate personas so quickly, online and what have you. Although back in the day when it was much more limited with just, print and TV, you were very able to do that as well, just not on the scale it is now. And it's just interesting. I don't know where I was going with that, but that's kind of where my brain's going. Like, she saw an opportunity. She, is out for number one, out for, power, control, wealth, and all the things that affords her. And to her, it's been very easy, and she's done it under everybody's noses. Well, maybe not everybody. We did see in the last chapter there's people waking up a little bit. But yeah, that is this chapter, guys. We're getting close to the end, actually. We have I think 23, I believe, chapters in total, and then we'll have a flip through. So I hope y'all look forward to that. I hope y'all had a great holiday if you celebrate this past week. And yeah, thank y'all so much. I don't know what I'm going to call this. Maybe achievement? Maybe the start? I don't know. Y'all find out. All right, thank y'all so much. Bye, guys.